That we normally just sort of overcoach that one a bit. I would have liked to see a little more energy in that Beaver game. I don't think that was our best night, but that's what's fun about section play. You play them twice, and at some point they're going to come to us, and hopefully we're more ready to go.
Brandon, you won by 28 last night. You beat Hopewell 53-25. It's hard to hold a team under 30 in a high school game, a 32-minute game. I would imagine you had to be really happy with your defense.
I mean, I don't know if these guys thought I was happy. I mean, I did some talking to them, I guess, at halftime. But, yeah, I was. I mean, they had 6 points at the half. They got some guys on that team who can play. I think Koval's a really good player. I like Showrank and Gelati, too. I think we kind of had the right idea of how we wanted to play them. And I was really watching the film today. We went back in the cafeteria like we do. And so one of the messages I gave the kids, I'm just watching the film and saying, you did exactly what we wanted to do. I thought you were in good position all night. And I think we came out with the right attitude, too. Sometimes when a team hasn't won a section game, you don't respect them as much, and maybe the energy isn't there. I was very happy with our energy, particularly on the defensive end, and I think that led to that score.
And I wanted to ask you, too, especially coming after two very competitive losses to the top two teams in the section, Lincoln Park and North Catholic, to not have that letdown and come out and play like that, I'm sure that had to be good to see.
Yeah, and it's always that's exactly right. As a coach, that's always the most concerning thing. I mean, I get a lot more nervous, believe it or not, to go play last night than I did to play Lincoln Park, because when you're playing Lincoln Park, you know they're a great team. You got your guys prepared, and you just know let's have some fun and see what happens. I think sometimes it's tougher to be the team that's supposed to win because all the pressure is on you to win that game, and we know we needed that game last night to remain in a good position in that playoff picture. So. I was happy with our kids. And to be honest with you, I've been happy with our kids all year. This is a group of guys that are just together. They like each other. There's not enough said for a team that gets along. They don't really worry about who shoots the ball. They don't care who scores the baskets. It's a really unselfish group, and I think that starts with that junior class, but mostly with our seniors. You're going to talk to two guys in a minute, Michael Anderson and Juke Coombs, who have kind of taken on that persona like this team is a lot more important than individuals, and that's the way they conduct themselves every day at practice, and that's the way that they are with their teammates, and I think that's carried over to our underclassmen.
Coach, you've been the only coach at Central Valley since they came upon us in 2010. You've had a lot of success there. You've had good years and bad years, obviously. You mentioned last year. I know last year it just seemed like you had the talent, but nothing really seemed to gel. It seemed like one game you'd have players back from injuries, the next game you wouldn't. And it was always a different lineup. And it just seemed like toward the end of the year you just didn't have it, and things kind of fizzled. This year it's a little bit different. You're competitive. Obviously, when you're in a section like this, the sky's the limit, because if you can compete in a section like this, you get to the playoffs, anything can happen, as you well know. What's the big difference between these two teams from this year and last year?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people expected us to be very good.
Mm-hmm.
They probably expected more out of our team last year. I think one of the big differences, and not an excuse, but we started on time. I always felt like in the last couple of years, and God bless Mark and his program and the football team, they've been successful. But when you start your season in December, mid-December, just trying to go through practices when everybody else has had 4 or 5 weeks already to prepare with their kids, we were just always behind. And you were scrambling to try to get stuff in. And sometimes when you scramble to put things in, like for a game plan, you miss the foundational pieces that are most important. And I don't think we really had those things last year. Battled injuries. I mean, Javen was one of our top two guys and a great athlete. He missed 13, 14 games. And then, once he gets back in the lineup, it takes time to get acclimated. But I thought we played better at the end of the season last year at the beginning. You could see by our section record in the second half of the season. But these guys, I think, getting to start to be together and be able to practice like a normal practice schedule throughout the offseason, and just the fact that they've accepted their roles and they're really together. And they've worked hard. There's more talent in this group, too, than other people realize. Our juniors have improved. Our seniors have made great contributions. I mean, Zay scoring 22, 23 points a game. He's been really good. I mean, very difficult for others to guard. Our sophomores are a lot better than people ever imagined. Even in practice, it's so competitive sometimes, particularly early in the year. I'm like, well, we have 11, 12 guys. I don't know who to play. And I
Yeah.
still at times don't really know
Stuff.
exactly who to play
Stuff.
because of some of the depth that we have.
Well, the one thing, we've talked to Beaver Falls, Aliquippa, Rochester, yourself, 4 really good football schools over the years, and it always seems like there's 1 or 2 teams that go far in football and then are a little bit behind. I know that's tough, but how do you overcome that? Because Aliquippa's overcome it. We've seen Beaver Falls overcome it. How do you, and other than injuries, how long do you let kids heal? How long do you give them before you seriously get them into play?
I mean, it's difficult. I guess it depends on the individual situation. Like if in Javen's situation, he broke his wrist, or I think it was his wrist last year, so he was out indefinitely, and we knew that we would lose him for 6 to 8 weeks. I don't know sometimes if our system is one that, I don't want to say it's more complicated, we probably run a little more offensive quick hitters and things like that. I don't know if maybe being behind sometimes affects their ability to do that. I think maybe if things were simplified a little bit more, that would help as well, for us. But we're just thankful, not thankful that they lost. I don't want to say that on the air.
But you had more time.
We're thankful that we have more time. We probably have, we don't have quite as many football players either this year.
Okay.
Either
More
this year.
basketball players,
So
okay.
we sort of have more basketball-only guys, and we love 2 and 3 sport athletes. I was a 3-sport athlete, so I love that. But the years that we've been most successful is typically when your core guys
are there all the time.
are basketball first guys, or at least there to start the season.
John?
Brandon, you didn't have a whole lot of experience coming in this year, as you alluded to a little earlier here, but you did have 2 veteran guards that you had, 2 returning starters. How important was it to have those 2 guys to kind of build a younger core around?
I mean, it was good, and they both have improved, and they both know the game pretty well. Cam's our point guard. Zay's obviously our shooting guard, and those guys have helped a lot, but they're so different. Cam is our energy guy. Cam's the only kid I've ever had in my life that I have to say, you're playing too hard. Meaning, like, slow down, you're running by the ball, you're just playing too hard. It's a security blanket for us, too, knowing that Zay can shoot the ball and score the ball as well as he did. And these are things that in the offseason we saw. Like when we would go to team camps and we played in fall leagues and we did stuff, I watched our guys get significantly better throughout the offseason. So, like, they gained experience there and building on what they had last year, and I think our other guys gained experience playing with them.
Well, that's our first segment. We're going to come back with another segment with Coach, and then we'll get to the players in a little bit. We're at the Grumpy Beaver Pub. I haven't yet picked out something for John. Usually I find a good meal for you, but I haven't yet. But we'll be back. We're going to take a break. We're going to let you hear from our sponsors, and we'll be back for the second segment here on Coach's Corner on Beaver County Radio.
Listening to live sports on the radio in Beaver County is a tradition. This is Craig Fontana from Moon Township Ford, and I ought to know. My dad, Bill Fontana, has called games for over 50 years. Beaver County people know a good call when they hear one, and the best call you can make is to buy your next new or used vehicle at Moon Township Ford. Click moontownshipford.net or visit Moon Township Ford on University Boulevard.
Balcones Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
Choose your path at Community College of Beaver County and start learning for real life at a realistic cost. CCBC's 2-year degree programs get you trained and earning a salary in less time and with less debt. Programs in aviation, nursing, criminal will prepare you for a real future. You belong here. Apply now or learn more at ccbc.edu.
When life brings the great outdoors indoors, you need a reliable washer and dryer with the ability to enhance cleaning and sanitize your laundry. See the experts at AK Nahas to determine the laundry pair that works the best for your family. Whether it's the durability of commercial cleaning like Speed Queen and Maytag, or the capacity and power steam cleaning of GE and Whirlpool, AK Nahas has it all. Cleaning is believing. See it all at AK Nahas Appliance, Furniture, Mattress, and TV. You'll do okay with AK.
The pregame show will set the stage for the upcoming game coverage. A pre-career start at the Beaver County Career and Technology Center can set up your high school student for life. I'm Vince Crateri, Public Relations and Marketing Specialist at the Beaver County Career and Technology Center with great news. There is still time for this school year in some of our top earning career training programs, but you must act now. Have your child or grandchild see their school counselor today. Hurry, classroom space is limited, and these prime opportunities are on a first-come, first-served basis. Let the Beaver County CTC open doors for you in the game of life. Click bcctc.org.
Zookie's Sports Tavern on Constitution Boulevard has the best wings and homemade sauces in Beaver County. Zookie's Sports Tavern is the perfect place to grab a bite to eat or a cold beverage before high school football games. Zookie's Sports Tavern has a heated and enclosed outside bar, equipped with several big screen TVs, and is the ideal place to watch all of your favorite sports. Don't forget to become a VIP for discounts and special offers at Zookies.com. That's Zookie's Sports Tavern on Constitution Boulevard.
Let's get grumped up. Feel like grabbing a drink with friends or enjoying a delicious meal? Stop in the Grumpy Beaver, 234 Bridge Street in Bridgewater. Try a variety of hoagies or hot dogs. Enjoy the wedge selections or a mouth-watering dessert. If you need a place to host an event, they've got that covered too. Call the Grumpy Beaver today and become a member of the Grumpy Nation. To keep up with current events, live music selections, and more, follow the Grumpy Beaver on Facebook and Instagram. Don't forget to check out the Spirit Speakeasy located upstairs behind the red door, Thursday through Saturday at the Grumpy Beaver.
You're listening to the Coach's Corner on Beaver County Radio. Tonight's show is being brought to you by Moon Auto, CCBC, the Grumpy Beaver, AK Nayhouse, St. Barnabas, the Beaver County Career and Technology Center, Zookie Sports Tavern, Dr. C. Timothy Lip, and eXp Realty, the Lisa Latham team.
And we're back to the Grumpy Beaver Pub with the Central Valley Warriors tonight. Coach Brandon Ambrose, and we're going to have some of his players pretty soon. I think by looking at them, they look nervous, but I hope they're more prepared than some of the games we've. Oh, they're a pretty good team. We picked out. I think I've got the crispy Brussels sprouts to keep them healthy. But for John Parada, I think I've got the gyro salad for you here.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they got interesting things here. Meatball hoagies, char-grilled chicken sandwiches. They've got some great sandwiches and soups. We invite you all to come down here someday to the Grumpy Beaver Pub, 234 Bridge Street in Beaver, PA. Actually, it's Bridgewater. And come on down, and it's a good place to go. Back with Coach Brandon Ambrose. Coach, what does your team do well? What's the thing that you guys do that you're happiest with as a coaching staff?
I would probably say our defense. I think Mark sent me a message today because we always try to monitor some of the statistical things. I think we're number one in 4A in points given up, so we're right around 47 points a game. That's our staple. We try to talk about things that are controllable. You can't always control if you make shots or if you can jump high, but you can control the rebounding, you control your defense, you control if you get loose balls, if you take charges. And those are the things, honestly, that we've done well that have helped us to be successful so far this year. What I thought would be a weakness for us coming into the year actually turned into more of a strength. We're starting to shoot the ball really well. And that normally starts, you see it coming in practice. You're doing your drills, you're playing your team games, you're doing your offensive sets, and you start to notice the ball's going in a lot more. And that's carried over into the game. We've had more than 10 3-pointers, I think, in 4 of our last 5 games or something like that. So it was once, I thought, a weakness for us to start to become a strength, too.
So what do you think that your team can do better? I know as a coach, you always have something you think you could do better. What's the one thing you feel that the kids need to work on, or coaching staff, or what could it be? There has to be something, because it doesn't matter how good of a team you are, there's things you can do better.
A couple things. Always improve on turnovers. We had 14 last night. That's way too much, particularly from a team who's not really pressing you. And there were some games where I think we only had 12 or 13 against Lincoln Park. So that was a good night for us, particularly against Lincoln Park, but last night not so good. We need to be better at the foul line. It hasn't been great all year. And we also need to get to the foul line more. Sometimes I think we settle a little bit too much for our shots and along the perimeter, and we really haven't had as many opportunities as our opponents to get to the foul line and get those those baskets that are supposed to be easy baskets. So those are two areas I think we can get better.
John?
You play Carleton Friday night. It's not tomorrow night. Friday night at home, and I know it's a break from section play at this time of year. When you play a non-section game kind of this late into the season, how do you approach that? You look maybe to get some kids that a little extra playing time that maybe don't play as much, or how do you approach that?
Yeah, I mean, we try to win the game, and we try to keep our process consistent.
Yeah.
We will try to play some other guys just to get a look here and there, but we still want to win the game. And our typical process is the day after a game, we focus on us, and we get better. We do our things. We work on our offense, work on our defense, try to fix mistakes, and worry about us. And then the day before a game, because you normally have two in between, so like on Thursday, we'll be working on them. And we took a look at Carleton. They're well coached. They play a little bit of a pain in the butt to play against matchup zone defense. We don't see a whole lot of how they play, so that'll take some work with tomorrow in order to get ready for that. But we just want to keep. I think kids are a little bit less resilient than in years past. That's changed a lot. So you just want to keep winning. And so we want to win the game just to keep that train rolling downhill, and hopefully be ready to go Tuesday when we go to Blackhawk.
Yeah. I mean, how beneficial could that be to, like you said, to see a team that plays a different defense than you're used to seeing? Because, you get into the playoffs, and a lot of times you're playing a team you haven't seen during the regular season.
I really like playing against different styles for the exact reason that you said. Not only do you have to play against it and get experience, you have to prepare for it. So you're practicing to get ready for that. So it's really nice to see teams that are going to guard you in different ways. Some play zone, some play man, some pressure. I also like that some teams want to methodically slow the game down, and we may want to pick the pace up. So it's nice on the other end to try to have to pressure a little bit more and try to turn them over, try to force them to play a little faster than they want to. It's really good, and it does help prepare you, because you never know. Basketball is all about matchups. Yeah. There are teams that looks on paper you should beat, but certain teams match up better. Styles sometimes match up better with other styles, and that's why it's a fun game to watch. I pretty much know when I go to a high school football game before I arrive.
Yeah.
I know who's going to win most of the time.
Yeah.
But basketball, it's not always.
Basketball, it's I can't believe this team beat that other team. Hey, it happens. It's style.
So we, earlier in the year, had Mark Lyons on and the football team, and I asked him a question that I'll ask you. But I think I know the answer to this, but maybe I'll ask it a different way. Both of you have been the coaches since the inception there, and I asked him, I said, when you bring two communities together, especially if they're close, or could be rivalries, what did you guys do as coaches to get the kids together? And he said, we didn't do anything. He said it was the kids that did everything there. Talk to us about the kids, the community, and how this has really worked at Central Valley.
I think you sort of just have those families in the Monaca and Center communities that love sports. They love football. They like basketball. They want to win. They're competitive, tough kids. So that part was pretty easy. The kids did come together. He's totally right. And I think winning that first year in football was really big for our school. It kind of established, a tradition or a principle that Central Valley is going to be a school that's going to be hard to beat no matter what sport you're playing in. Mark has done a great job with the football program. Him and I we're very different, but we're also very similar. We both seem to really care about kids.
Yeah.
We both know that you need players to win this game, like in any sport that we play. And Mark does some innovative things to try to build a culture with his program that I think that I've even looked at and said, well, there's some good things that I can copy. He always wants them to feel good about themselves. He loves the Nike uniforms. They do like music and stuff on Thursday nights. These kids have somewhat opened me up to those things. I never, and he's probably the same way. Years ago, we never were loose before a game. That bus ride's quiet. That locker room's quiet. Things are different now.
Yeah,
Pre-game, these kids are loose, and to be honest with you, they probably play better when they're loose, and I like to hear the music before the game.
Speaking
and stuff
of the kids, this is a question I like to ask. If you kind of know coming into a season, certain kids will, what they're going to perform, like what they're going to do, but then there's always a kid or two that Where'd that kid come from? What did he do from last year? Is there any surprises? Any kids that have really surprised you and improved dramatically, or stepped up as a leader, or have been the guts and glue guy that you didn't expect? I mean, is there any kid that you could single out, or a group of kids?
We've had a lot that have done well. Our junior class in general, like Cam, Gabe, Rasso, Budsy, Tanner Stevenson, Isaiah. I don't know if I'm missing anyone. All of those guys have been really good. But I really got to put the credit to mostly our seniors. Michael Anderson has taken on the attitude of the leader of this group, the vocal leader. He's the one that talks to him before and after games. He's the one that holds him accountable. And I think Jude's selflessness is something that's worn off our team. Jude's a really athletic kid and a very good scorer. And his role has been one off the bench. And he's handled it with such grace and selflessness that I think the other players in the team understand what it means to give for someone else.
Well, unfortunately, we're done talking to you for now, and
it's probably a good thing.
We're going to bring the kids on, and I think they may be listening to us, but I don't know. He's got the headphones on.
I forgot Quinn too. I don't want to forget any of my juniors.
Okay.
I forgot Quinn too.
Okay.
I think.
Well, good you mentioned him. We don't want him to be mad, to come down from the upstairs and start yelling at us. We're here at the Grumpy Beaver, and we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back here on Beaver County Radio.
Looking for that special home or wanting to sell yours? Let the Lisa Latham team, brokered by eXp Realty, help you. Hi, I'm Tank Latham, and our goal is to make you feel comfortable whether buying or selling. Lisa and I strive to make the process as smooth and as easy as possible. We invite you to visit the all-new eXp office located at 926 3rd Avenue, New Brighton. Give us a call at 724-307-5472. Check out Beaver County Home Inventory on our website, lisalatham.com. The Lisa Latham team, results that move you.
I'm Patty.
And I'm Bob. We're retired, and we live at St. Barnabas in the Village.
We used to have a house.
Lived in it for 40 years.
Raised our kids.
But it became too much. The upkeep, the stairs.
Moving seemed like such a hassle. We didn't even know where to start, so we didn't.
Until we met Cindy at St. Barnabas.
She talked us through our options.
Yeah, and she helped us with our move and all the arrangements.
There was so much stuff. Who knew we had 3 fondue pots?
But she made it easy.
So easy.
Now we enjoy ourselves.
Golf, the pool, new friends, shuttles to where we want to go.
The pub and the food.
So good.
There wasn't a long-term commitment or any large fees.
And they have a healthcare system on campus with doctors if we need it. The kids really like that.
The kids like to come and eat with us.
There's an easier, worry-free way to retire at the Village at St. Barnabas. Come visit us for a free and informative counseling session and personal tour.
I can't believe you waited so long.
I can't believe you waited so long.
Visit stbarnabashealthsystem.com or call 724-443-0700.
No matter what the circumstances, no matter the reason, one of the few things that is left when a loved one passes on are the memories. Staging those memories in an honoring way is one of the reasons so many people have chosen J&J Spratt Funeral Home. A person's legacy depends on a lifetime of accomplishments and then how they are remembered. J&J Spratt Funeral Home has helped start the process of creating positive legacies for over 70 years. Visit jjsprattfh.com. Joseph M. Spratt, Supervisor and Funeral Director.
The new year always brings great promise and sometimes even resolution to change. Dr. C. Timothy Lip has a great suggestion for those of you who want to make a significant change that will improve your appearance and help you fall in love again. It's time to restore your teeth, your health, and your love. It's true, by restoring your teeth, chances are your eating habits and health will improve and you'll love your new restored smile. Click lipdentistry.com or visit Dr. C. Timothy Lip dental offices on College Hill and Robinson Township.
Let's get grumped up. Feel like grabbing a drink with friends or enjoying a delicious meal? Stop in the Grumpy Beaver, 234 Bridge Street in Bridgewater. Try a variety of hoagies or hot dogs. Enjoy the wedge selections or a mouth-watering dessert. If you need a place to host an event, they've got that covered too. Call the Grumpy Beaver today and become a member of the Grumpy Nation. To keep up with current events, live music selections, and more, follow the Grumpy Beaver on Facebook and Instagram. Don't forget to check out the Spirit Speakeasy located upstairs behind the red door, Thursday through Saturday at the Grumpy Beaver.
After any big game, people will be talking. This is Ellen Bross from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. The same is true when you get your new vehicle from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. Neighbors, friends, and co-workers will notice the new winning style reflected in the car, truck, or SUV you just got from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. Located on University Boulevard across from Robert Morris. Click and save at moonford.com and discover what the talk is all about. Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
Come on. All right, we're back to the Grumpy Beaver Pub. It's kind of quiet in here. It's still a lot of Central Valley people here because we are with the Central Valley Warriors basketball team. We just got done talking to their head coach, Brandon Ambrose, kind enough to join us. And now, to my left is Brennan Hudson. It's Brennan, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Brennan Hudson and Jude Coombs.
Yes, sir.
Jude, I want to talk to you first.
Okay.
So, Jude, I've been told by a little birdie that you have a budding music career. Is this
This is true. This is true. Yes, it's true.
Is this kind of why the short sleeve shirt, the chain, and the earrings?
Yeah, you got to live it
I'm
up.
not busting your chops. I just need to know because
Hey, you got to play the role.
You're gonna. Is it rap? Is it?
It's
what?
rap.
It's rap.
Yeah. You got to play the
You
role.
didn't tell
though.
me rap. My goodness, are you like perform at the school plays or something?
Something
or
like that.
do
Yeah,
they
you
get the
could say
kids all
that.
together and?
You could say something like that. Yeah.
Or do you go out to places like this and do it?
I mean, it really all depends.
Locker room?
Anything.
So, okay, good. Now, you guys are, Brennan, you're a junior. Jude, you're a senior. Jude, we'll get to a serious question. A lot of guys on the team, a lot of guys that the coach could have picked from to bring down here. He brings you four down. There's a reason for that. Usually, he brings down leaders. He brings down guys that are getting the job done. As a senior, talk about being one of the team's leaders and what coaches expect out of you as being a leader.
I mean, as a senior, you kind of have to take the role as leadership because obviously you're older than the other guys, but it's just really taking leadership in practice and games and talking a lot on defense, stuff like that.
So, are you more of a quiet leader, or are you the kind of guy that if one of the younger kids that's freshman or sophomore, somebody's acting up, do you kind of take them aside and talk to them, or are you the kind of guy that will yell at a kid? I mean, what's your style? What do you do?
I mean, I probably won't yell at them, just tell them what they're doing, what they can do better, something like that, yeah.
Brennan, let's talk to you now. Obviously, a junior, one of two juniors here today. Juniors can be leaders as well. I mean, you're now thrust into a team that has a lot of guys that can play. But talk to us about your leadership, especially on a team that has a lot of guys that can be getting into games, but not everybody can be on the court at the same time. What's your attitude like, and what do you like with the kids?
I wouldn't say I'm really a leader, but I help out in practice and I let people know what's up when they need it. Throw them a little elbow if they need it. I let people know if they're in trouble.
Okay, and if he's got a music career, what's your thing going? What do you do?
Well,
are you his PR guy?
I'm a TikToker.
You're a TikTok guy?
I'm a TikToker, yeah.
Okay, John, what do you got?
You should be a TikToker.
Yeah, well,
you should be a TikToker.
I could be.
A rapping TikToker.
I can't rap. I can't rap, and I don't want to rap. But TikTok, I don't know. What would I do? I do this.
Just be you.
Let's go.
That's
Ask some questions to these young guys.
Jude, I got to ask you about the rap career here.
Okay.
How did it get started? How did you
get started? It really just got started me just messing around, in the basement, just with my brother, just doing whatever. I don't know. Yeah. And then it was just fun. So.
Are you a better rapper or basketball player?
Uh-oh.
Rapper for sure.
Wow.
Rapper for sure.
Wow. Brendan, you're his hype man, from what I understand.
I am.
How did you become the hype man?
I pulled out my phone and I played the song and I was like, gosh,
wow.
He can rap.
Okay. Now, you said you're a TikToker.
Yeah, I film TikToks.
How did you start that, and what kind of TikToks do you make
here? We got to 7th, 8th grade a little bit. I don't mean to be I got a little good looking out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Wow. So I had to pursue a career in that. So I took over, and I just went from there.
I know we're supposed to talk basketball.
Yeah.
This is much more
interesting.
entertaining.
7th grade, and you knew you were good looking.
I thought so.
There you go.
No one smacked you when you said that to them?
Wow.
No,
None of your friends got on you?
They agree, man. They're my boys. They agree.
Oh man. Okay, let's get to some serious stuff.
Oh yeah.
So first, let's go back to Jude here. Jude, you're a senior. You've got 3 or 4 months left of your career at Central Valley. You know, a month or so left in basketball, maybe more, depending on playoffs. What do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do? Do you want to go to college, trade school, work? What's your plans after this?
I plan on going to college, not for basketball, but just pursue a different type of career.
Well, anything that you want to go to school for?
I'm going to start out in business, maybe like accounting or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any schools picked out yet or no?
I'm looking at Florida Gulf Coast. I've been
Florida
looking at
Gulf
that.
Coast.
My brother goes there, so.
Okay,
Right
good.
on the beach.
Yeah, big rap community down there?
Big rap community.
There you go. So, what made you decide on that, going there? Because you get business anywhere, but because of your brother? Is that why you want to go?
It's half because of my brother, and I feel like when it's time to choose a college, I feel like it's really the easiest time to get away from home.
Yeah.
So I'm just using that as an opportunity to
learn and grow.
Yeah, learn and grow. Yeah, yes, sir.
All right, good. Brendan, let's go back to you. Same kind of question. You still got another year to go before you really worry about what you're going to do with the rest of your life. And heck, who knows at 17, 18 years old. But what designs do you have for the rest of your life after high school? Do you want to go to college? What are your plans?
I don't know yet, but I think I want to go to college and maybe get a sports education degree.
Okay.
And be an athletic director.
Okay, good. Athletic director.
Yeah.
You learn anything from that athletic director at Central Valley?
A little.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I like him. You don't give him a hard time?
No, I don't give him a hard time.
Because,
sure.
I know him really well. I can make things difficult for you.
Please don't.
Okay, good. John, what do you got?
Well, I feel compelled to ask one basketball question, but
we will. We got more.
Know why Jude wants to go to Florida Gulf Coast. It's not like Westminster's on the beach, or Carnegie Mellon. It's going to school that's on the beach.
Right.
Who gets to do that?
We had a request just in. We just had a request in. I swear to you.
I wanted to ask you. Actually, I guess we should ask some basketball questions. You guys played Lincoln Park and North Catholic really tough, and you get a chance to play them again in the second half of the section season. How much confidence does that build to know that you could hang with two of the best teams in the WPIL?
I'd say it definitely builds confidence knowing that when we play a team of that caliber, we can hang in the game and almost really win. We were in the game with Lincoln Park to the last shot. So I think when we play other teams, it really gives a lot of confidence to be better.
Then you guys won last night. Was it hard to get back up to play after a couple losses to big-time teams like that, or how'd you go about it?
I feel like that really didn't affect us because when going into the games against Lincoln Park and North Catholic, we knew they were good. So we everybody really had their doubts, but when we hang in the game, I think it actually gave us more confidence than we thought it would, yeah.
Brendan, I want to ask you, too, playing the two top teams in the section, at least standings-wise. I mean, they're the top two right now. What did you guys learn from playing them and hanging with them and losing by single digits in both games?
I think we learned that we're a little better than we think and that we can hang in there with a good team and that when we come around and play Blackhawk and Beaver, all of them, that we have a shot at beating them.
You had a young team coming into this year. You only had 4 lettermen and, a lot of new guys in the starting lineup and even in the rotation. Why do you think things have been coming together pretty well for you guys, considering the lack of experience?
I don't know. I feel like the couple years before, a lot of those groups didn't get along with each other that well. But, I mean, we just fit in with each other, and we all know each other very well, and we play better together.
Jude, we had a request. If you're not comfortable with it, that's okay, but somebody asked to have you rap. Are you comfortable with doing that with that? And,
I would rap. I would rap.
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
I would, but I feel like if I do it, I might slip up. So
okay, that's okay.
Say no.
All right.
No. We just.
It might be too far. It might be too far. A little too far.
So let me ask before we go to our next break. You're on the line. You're shooting free throws. Well, both of you guys, you're shooting free throws. What's it like when the crowd's going nuts and you're on the road? I mean, how nervous do you get, or do you block everything out?
It just feels like you have headphones in, man. You don't really hear anything. It's just I just got headphones and Crocs on, and I'm like,
Crocs,
splash.
Nice. So what's it feel like at Central Valley when you are playing a big opponent? I'm not sure if you got North Catholic coming in toward the end of the year. It's going to be a big crowd. A lot of people will be there. What's it like coming out of the locker room and hearing everybody cheering for you?
I mean, we're always hype. That's the thing about us. We're always hype. We got my rap man right here singing.
Do you rap before the game?
Yeah, he gets a little bit.
Occasionally. So, Jude, let's talk about you. The same thing. I mean, you're. Let's say that you're on defense or offense. Would you rather be the guy at the end of the game on defense that's blocking a shot to win the game or making a shot to win the game?
I'd say offense. I've actually made 2 game-winning shots this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How about you? What do you think?
I say defense.
Defensive
Block them and
guy.
just end the game.
Good.
I knew they were going to say that.
Somebody
I
was
just
gonna
had to
say
bet
one,
every
yeah.
penny I have, which isn't a lot, on both of those answers. I would have.
Well, no more rapping. I think we're going to be done with the rapping. We're going to get to the cool guys next. The 2 next guys are cool.
All right.
We're going to go to a break. We're at the
Thank you
Grumpy
very much.
Beaver Pub.
Thank you for having me.
And you want to say hi to anybody?
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. How
Say
you
hi to
doing?
Mom. Anybody else?
Shout out to my buddy Gabe upstairs. He's watching it upstairs.
Okay, Gabe. Anybody else? Any girlfriends? Anybody special?
And shout out to my junior varsity JV boys because we are undefeated too.
Would you two consider hosting this show instead
Yeah,
of us?
you guys want
You're better at it than we are.
Nobody else.
You need to slip it in me.
I'm gonna shout out all my girls at home watching, all my ladies.
All my
if they're
girls,
watching
all my
it.
ladies. Listen to this guy.
Look at him.
Okay, you know what? You guys are done. All right.
All right. Thank you very
We're
much.
going to bring to the cool guys. We're at the Grumpy Beaver Pub. We got so many good things here. We got the Grumpy Fries. We got the gyro salad. We got cheesesteak, which was tremendous. And we're going to take a break and come back with 2 more stars of the Central Valley boys basketball team here at the Grumpy Beaver on Beaver County Radio.
Choose your path at Community College of Beaver County and start learning for real life at a realistic cost. CCBC's 2-year degree programs get you trained and earning a salary in less time and with less debt. Programs in aviation, nursing, education, process technology, criminal justice, and more will prepare you for a real future. You belong here. Apply now or learn more at ccbc.edu.
When life brings the great outdoors indoors, you need a reliable washer and dryer with the ability to enhance cleaning and sanitize your laundry. See the experts at AK Nahas to determine a laundry pair that works the best for your family. Whether it's the durability of commercial cleaning like Speed Queen and Maytag, or the capacity and power steam cleaning of GE and Whirlpool, AK Nahas has it all. Cleaning is believing. See it all at AK Nahas Appliance, Furniture, Mattress, and TV. You'll do okay with AK.
The pregame show will set the stage for the upcoming game coverage. A pre-career start at the Beaver County Career and Technology Center can set up your high school student for life. I'm Vince Crateri, Public Relations and Marketing Specialist at the Beaver County Career and Technology Center with great news. There is still time for this school year in some of our top earning career training programs, but you must act now. Have your child or grandchild see their school counselor today. Hurry, classroom space is limited, and these prime opportunities are on a first-come, first-served basis. Let the Beaver County CTC open doors for you in the game of life. Click bcctc.org.
Zucchi's Sports Tavern on Constitution Boulevard has the best wings and homemade sauces in Beaver County. Zucchi's Sports Tavern is the perfect place to grab a bite to eat or a cold beverage before high school football games. Zucchi's Sports Tavern has a heated and enclosed outside bar, equipped with several big screen TVs, and is the ideal place to watch all of your favorite sports. Don't forget to become a VIP for discounts and special offers at Zucchies.com. That's Zucchi's Sports Tavern on Constitution Boulevard.
The new year always brings great promise and sometimes even resolution to change. Dr. C. Timothy Lip has a great suggestion for those of you who want to make a significant change that will improve your appearance and help you fall in love again. It's time to restore your teeth, your health, and your love. It's true, by restoring your teeth, chances are your eating habits and health will improve, and you'll love your new restored smile. Click lipdentistry.com or visit Dr. C. Timothy Lip dental offices on College Hill and Robinson Township.
No matter what the circumstances, no matter the reason, one of the few things that is left when a loved one passes on are the memories. Staging those memories in an honoring way is one of the reasons so many people have chosen J&J Spratt Funeral Home. A person's legacy depends on a lifetime of accomplishments and then how they are remembered. J&J Spratt Funeral Home has helped start the process of creating positive legacies for over 70 years. Visit jjsprattfh.com. Joseph M. Spratt, Supervisor and Funeral Director.
I'm Patty.
And I'm Bob. We're retired, and we live at St. Barnabas in the Village.
We used to have a house.
Lived in it for 40 years.
Raised our kids.
But it became too much. The upkeep, the stairs.
Moving seemed like such a hassle. We didn't even know where to start, so we didn't.
Until we met Cindy at St. Barnabas.
She talked us through our options.
Yeah, and she helped us with our move and all the arrangements.
There was so much stuff. Who knew we had 3 fondue pots?
But she made it easy.
So easy.
Now we enjoy ourselves.
Golf, the pool, new friends, shuttles to where we want to go.
The pub and the food.
So good.
There wasn't a long-term commitment or any large fees.
And they have a healthcare system on campus with doctors if we need it. The kids really like that.
The kids like to come and eat with us.
There's an easier, worry-free way to retire at the Village at St. Barnabas. Come visit us for a free and informative counseling session and personal tour.
I can't believe you waited so long.
I can't believe you waited so long.
Visit stbarnabashealthsystem.com or call 724-443-0700.
Looking for that special home or wanting to sell yours? Let the Lisa Latham team, brokered by eXp Realty, help you. Hi, I'm Tank Latham, and our goal is to make you feel comfortable whether buying or selling. Lisa and I strive to make the process as smooth and as easy as possible. We invite you to visit the all-new eXp office located at 926 3rd Avenue, New Brighton. Give us a call at 724-307-5472. Check out Beaver County Home Inventory on our website, lisalatham.com. The Lisa Latham team, results that move you.
You're listening to the Coach's Corner on Beaver County Radio. Tonight's show is being brought to you by Moon Auto, CCBC, the Grumpy Beaver, AK Nayhouse, St. Barnabas, the Beaver County Career and Technology Center, Zuki Sports Tavern, Dr. C. Timothy Lip, and eXp Realty, the Lisa Latham team.
We're back to the Grumpy Beaver Pub in Bridgewater. So many good things on the menu. I really love the cheesesteak, and the Italian hoagie was really good. They've got cheeseburgers. They've got so many things on this menu. Of course, you can come down and have a cocktail or two if you want. We're here with Mr. John Parada, my sidekick, as always. I'm Mike Azadian, and we're talking Central Valley basketball. And we are here with, to my right, Mr. Michael. It's Michael, right? Michael Anderson. I'm Michael. You're Michael. Okay. And Isaiah Jeter. Welcome, guys.
Thank you for having us.
And you always keep us up close to you like that. We're not rapping like the other two. So we want, we got to, So, Michael, let me ask you first. You're a senior. You've got half the season, maybe more under your belt. You guys are fighting for the playoffs. It looks like you'll be a playoff team, but you never know because you got 4 teams fighting for 3 positions. Talk to us about that, knowing that every game is so important down the line.
With the position we in right now, we just take one step at a time. We not try to think too ahead of ourselves and everything. We take one step at a time. First off, our practice, learning everything we learn, and then motioning on to the games. Hopefully, we perform how we do, and then with the win added on, we just keep making more steps to progress where we need to be.
Okay, Isaiah, let's ask you. What's the team feel like so far? Close losses to the top teams in the section. You're right there with those teams. You almost beat them. But then you have teams like Beaver and Ambridge that you can't overlook. What's the team feeling like coming toward the end of the season?
I think we feel good. We had the losses like you said, but I think we bounced back pretty good. Ambridge, we're going to get them.
You got them coming up, yeah.
Yeah. We just ready to play, finish the season out, go to the playoffs, and have a long run.
So you guys are basketball players only pretty much. A lot of kids play 2 and 3 sports. You do as a kid. But when you get older, it's becoming more and more where to be really good in a sport, you have to concentrate on one sport. And you told me off camera that you started in probably ninth grade just concentrating on basketball, because I guess you realized that was a sport that was maybe going to take you places. Talk about your decision to give other sports up.
Like I said, football was a great sport. I enjoyed it a lot. Wide receiver was a very nice position, but going into the summer of freshman year, I was like, I'm pretty good at basketball, so I was like, let's focus on it because we can go far, get an offer maybe, go even farther.
All right, we'll find out about that. Mikkel, let's talk to you again. You're a senior. Obviously, you've got a couple months left in your Central Valley career. Talk to us about maybe your favorite memory of being at Central Valley, whether it's basketball, whether it's another thing you've done, whether it's something in class, something you'd like to do. What's your favorite memory of Central Valley?
My favorite memory of Central Valley is first coming here, first coming to Central Valley, playing basketball and everything. I got warm arms from the coaches. They really made me feel like I was meant to be here and everything. They knew I had potential in me to offer something to the team, and that's the main thing I just liked about here, coming here and everything.
John, what do you got for these guys?
I know you played Lincoln Park and North Catholic really tough. Came up a little short, and sometimes I know it's easy to have a letdown after you have a couple tough losses, but yet it didn't seem that way last night. You held Hopewell to only 25 points. Why do you think you were able just to pick the pace back up and kind of not hang your heads after a couple of losses?
Coach Ambrose and Coach Mark and Coach Vaughn, they really put it in our heads. We played good, we did a lot, played defense, played offense. We just came a little short. But we got back into the lab. We looked at our film, what we did wrong, what we did good. We pointed out the bads, and right now from practice, from the losses to now, we've improved a lot on our mistakes, and I really like how we're doing our changes.
You had 27 points last night, and Hopewell had 25. You don't see that every day, that one player outscores the opposition.
Yeah.
Must have been a pretty good night on a personal note for you.
Yeah, it was. My teammates got me open. The screens, our Central Valley screens are magnificent. That's definitely what we can do. We set very good ball screens, and we space the floor out a lot. And our offense is very top tier in the Whitfield.
Okay, we talked to the guys earlier. You didn't have a whole lot of experienced guys coming into the season as far as varsity experience. 4 lettermen, just 2 starters back. Why do you think it's all starting to come together for you guys, considering all the lack of experience?
Well, first starting off with, we rolling with summer league and everything up the Pitt campus. That's where the first chemistry started building. Even without the football guys, even with some newcomers like the freshmen, sophomores that didn't play football, at everything at the Pitt campus, we get locked in on the chemistry, how we play, and then came on to the fall league when football players actually started coming back. That chemistry for us just clicked, and then from there we just built on, kept going, and then we just added up to the building block, and then now where he is now.
It's coming down to the stretch run of the regular season, and everybody wants to be playing well at this time of year to go into the playoffs on a good note. Do you feel like you guys are playing your best ball of the season right now, or do you think there's more there, or how do you look at it?
I definitely think we can improve more how we playing and everything, but for right now, I believe we're playing pretty good. There's always room for improvement.
Guys, let's talk about your futures. Obviously, Isaiah, you said you're hoping that maybe basketball can take you to college, and has anybody reached out to you yet? It's still your junior season. You got time to go, but I got to feel that maybe some people are noticing you already. No?
No, it's a little slow process right now, but you got to just trust the process and it'll fall in line.
When you do choose a college, what do you want to do besides basketball for the rest of your life? If the NBA doesn't work out.
Yeah, for sure. Probably I want to start my own business, Grumpy Beaver, Coach Vaughn, great establishment. I definitely want to start my own
Good, he can
business.
teach you a little bit of things.
Yeah, he sure can.
Good,
yes,
you
sir.
come in here with an education, help him out.
Yes, sir.
Good, Mikkel, let's talk about you now. again, I don't know. Some kids go to college, some kids go to work, some kids go to trade school. But you've got only a handful of months left in your high school career. What's the plan for you after this?
After high school, I think I'm going to trade school.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Either electrician or carpenter.
Oh man,
I love both them things. So
you know what? I'm telling you right now, if you dedicate yourself, you will work for the rest of your life because they don't have enough people doing that kind of stuff. Yep. I know a lot of people that, and every young man that I talk to, you give that how many years it takes, you'll find something, and you will always work. So good for you. So you just love working with things like that all your life? You love building and doing things like that?
Yep.
So I'm guessing you were the little kid with an erector set and building things and fixing things around the house and doing things like that?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Let's get back to basketball. Well, let's forget about basketball. Let me ask you, the last group we had a rapper. Let's forget about the rapping. Is that the team music? Rap, is that the team music all the time or no?
Nah.
What else you got?
Really, me and him, we love we love R&B music.
Okay, that's good.
Love it.
So R&B, sometimes you rule and get rid of the rap. Sometimes you guys are in charge.
Yeah. The team was talking. We was talking about having a little country to it now.
Oh boy,
adding a little country.
It's okay. Add some country to it. Isaiah, let's ask now. Is there anybody on your team in basketball? We can see it a lot more than we can in football. There's times where guys are on the line and guys are trash talking against you, and sometimes you're fighting for a position and you hear guys yelling. Other teams are more trash talking you. Is there anybody on your team that's like a trash talker that likes to make a basket and go to the crowd? Is it you? Is it Mikkel? Doesn't seem to be that guy. But tell us the truth. Who is it on the team?
Truth be told, I might slip in there a little trash talk once in a while. Yeah.
Okay,
definitely.
so it's you a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. I just figured I'd ask somebody. Some players will say it's themselves. Some will throw their teammates under the bus. But yeah. So without swearing, what kind of things do you say? Do you say it to people on the line? Do you say it when you're with the ball? Because Michael Jordan would be the guy who would say, "Here's where I'm going to score from. This is what I'm going to do," and he would do it. What kind of things do you do?
Basically, if I get a bucket, I just tell them to pick it up. You know what I mean? Pick up the energy.
Pick up the energy. Okay.
Yeah.
John, what do you got for this young man? Young men.
I like it. I got to ask too because once upon a time I had a lot of hair.
Yeah, you did.
Not now.
You're gonna ask about his hair? I like his hair.
How long since your last haircut?
Last haircut.
I know it had to take a while to grow that out.
Yeah, I've been growing since 7th grade, but
Nice.
I got a trim freshman year.
Okay.
A little trim, yeah.
Save a lot of money on barbers.
Sure do.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No. Mikhail, you ever get in any of these TikTok videos, or is that solely Brennan's thing?
That's Brendan's thing. I really don't get into TikTok. I watch it here and there, but that's definitely all on Brendan's thing, though.
Brendan, I'll ask you what Mike asked Isaiah. You played football and baseball at some point. What made you decide to concentrate on basketball and give up the other two?
Well, with me, I've been playing basketball since the 4th grade.
Wow.
So ever since I even touched a basketball in 4th grade, I just knew that basketball was the sport I loved to play. Mm-hmm. And from there, once I got over here, CV my sophomore year and everything, that's when I really started taking it more serious. Knew where I can level myself as a player, even as a person, even more.
So, Mikhail, who's your favorite athlete? We were looking at Charles Barkley. He's one of mine. But
of all times, Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, him, because watching his highlights as a little kid made me want to pick up a basketball more and more. Just even his work ethic, it's just it's inspiring for people and stuff.
Okay, how about you, Isaiah?
I definitely have to agree with him. Kobe Bryant, work ethic's crazy. I wish I had that. I'm gonna develop that soon, but definitely him. But other than Kobe, Kevin Durant. That's my favorite all the time for sure.
Okay. Couple more minutes left with the guys. One thing I want to ask you guys about is the fans, student body, the support you guys get. I go to football games, the place is packed. Every time I go to a basketball game, a lot of people there in general. Talk to us about your students, your fans, the support they give you guys.
Central Valley, we have a great student section. Our student section always comes packed, comes ready to love us, give us that support. Our fans, our parents, our grandparents, I actually know this couple. It's an old lady, older man. Come every game. They're actually at our Hopewell game yesterday, away. They always come, JV. They watch JV varsity.
What's that mean to you, to know that people that have been watching the team for years, that before you were even born, that still come and support those programs?
I love it because I heard recently that they don't even have a kid playing on the team. Like, they don't have no relatives, and they just come out of the support and love for Central Valley basketball. I truly do love that, and we will.
You guys should do something as a team for them.
We sure will. We sure will.
Mikkel, school support's big. What's it like for you being a senior when you're walking in the halls and the young kids, or when you're at games and the kids that are in 5th and 6th grade come up to you and, oh, you're on the team? I mean, you're not a pro athlete. It's like me. I'm not on ESPN. But people come up and they notice you. That feels good. What's it feel like for you when a kid notices you?
It feels great for real. Just coming up and just knowing that I have somebody out there just cheering for me the whole time. Have just like a little fan or whatever.
You ever sign an autograph yet for a kid?
Nah, not yet. Hopefully soon.
I bet you he signed 10 of them already.
Nah, yeah, hopefully soon though.
John, anything else for you two? You got any more questions? Anything else? Rap questions? Country music questions?
No. Tomorrow night you play Carleton, or Friday night I should say, 2 nights from now. I know it's kind of, you're in the middle of the section season and all of a sudden you're playing a game. I mean, it counts on your record, but it doesn't count in the section standings. How do you kind of stay motivated for a game not like that, and not kind of be a little less than fired up about playing a non-section game?
The way we take it, we always take it as like we play like every game is a section game. We want to come out with a fire intensity. Just keep fighting and keep working, doing a whole game, first, second, third quarter, fourth even, and then we just want to come out and hopefully get wins.
How do you look at that too?
Yeah, like he said, our coach has definitely established that we take every game seriously, take it like it's a section game, and I like that our team definitely likes to work hard, and we definitely do come to every game working and locked in every time.
Last question, and then we're going to wrap it all up. First, Isaiah, do you want to say hello to anybody? You want to shout out to anybody?
Yes, I do. Hello to the fans. Hello to the boys upstairs watching us live. Really do appreciate them supporting us. And all the fans, everybody from Central Valley and anybody supporting our team, I do appreciate it. And we will bring y'all definitely a dub, maybe a whip you a championship.
What do you think, Mikkel? Anybody you want to say hi to?
Hey, like he said, everybody upstairs, the coaches, the players, everybody, even our student sections, Jack, Garrett, White, all of them, even our principals that even come and support us every game, Mr. V, Mr. McCurry. Just want to thank the whole CV community.
Mom, Dad, family.
Mom, Dad, even the man above.
Isaiah, any family members, anybody, girlfriends, anybody you want to say hi to?
Oh, yeah, my girlfriend, too.
You got a girlfriend?
Better
say hi?
do that.
I want to shout out my girlfriend, Munyan. I love you. Hopefully.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good for you, man. What do you got, Isaiah? Final words.
Shout out my girlfriend. The orange basketball, the orange basketball is my girlfriend.
Yeah, I love this guy.
I love it.
I love this guy.
Yeah.
This guy that is awesome. We are so happy to have the Central Valley Warriors with us. Probably one of our best shows in a while.
A lot of fun.
You guys were tremendous. Your 2 teammates were tremendous. Your coach was tremendous. Good luck the rest of the year, guys, and we will see you at least once or twice for sure the rest of the way. That is going to pretty much wrap up another edition of Coach's Corner. Thanks to Mikkel Anderson, Jude Combs, Isaiah Jeter, Brennan Hudson, Brandon Ambrose, John Parada, back at the station. Ryan Garazunas, of course, Curtis Walsh on the camera. Thanks to him, I'm Mike Azadian. And the last word, as always, is go Warriors.
Go Warriors.
Let's get grumped up. Feel like grabbing a drink with friends or enjoying a delicious meal? Stop in the Grumpy Beaver, 234 Bridge Street in Bridgewater. Try a variety of hoagies or hot dogs. Enjoy the wedge selections or a mouth-watering dessert. If you need a place to host an event, they've got that covered too. Call the Grumpy Beaver today and become a member of the Grumpy Nation. To keep up with current events, live music selections, and more, follow the Grumpy Beaver on Facebook and Instagram. Don't forget to check out the Spirit Speakeasy located upstairs behind the red door, Thursday through Saturday at the Grumpy Beaver.